So if you're looking for a fun game to play during the holidays with your family and friends, I've got just the game for you. And I'm going to show you how you can be the smartest person in the room to be able to use ChatGPT to help you play this game. So my sister-in-law just sent me this game and we're spending time with them over the holidays. And she said, okay, plan on this, prepare for this. We're going to play a game. It's called the title song game. And so you find a song with a reference in the title to the following. And she has a list of these items. It's a great list: a name, a season, a drink, a food, a landmark, a country, a state, a city, a reference to sun, fire, air, or water, a reference to a car or truck. And the game is that you get a list of all of these different songs that has this in the title, and then everyone votes with a score of 1 to 5 for each submission. So I started working on this last night, and of course I immediately hopped into ChatGPT on my phone and I said, okay, Chat, tell me about some songs with the name of. So here is what I'm going to do. So we are in ChatGPT. I'm going to copy this whole thing in here, and I'm going to ask it to, let me move my mic a minute here. So I'm going to ask it to, I am going to give you a list of categories for a game that is called the title song game. I want you to start with number 1 on the list and give me suggestions to songs in that category. After I have reviewed the songs, I will give you the prompt next, and you can move on to the next category. And so just as far as prompt engineering, just so you know, I'm going to move this over here. This is a multi prompt. So you have a one-shot prompt, a two-shot prompt, a multi-shot prompt, or what we call a tree of thought. So what I'm doing is, instead of doing this one at a time, I'm setting up the prompt to where it's done all at once. And I call it a star prompt. And so STARR, it's star prompting. And so the first thing, the S, is for setup. So I want to set this up so that I'm going to get really good results from what I'm doing. And that's the whole thing. Instead of me going back and forth, I'm going to take the time, I'm going to set it up. So that's the first step. Then I'm going to tell it what I want it to do. So this is what I'm giving it, and I'm telling that I want you to give me suggestions to songs beginning with the first category. And then I'm going to give it the prompt as next when I want to move on. So instead of having to go in and respond all the time, all I have to do is put in next. And that's the setup part of it. So we're going to set it up, we're going to tell it what to do, and then we're going to assure that they understand, assure that Chat understands. I call my Chat Charlie because he kind of like Charlie of Charlie's Angels. You never see him, but boy, you know he's pretty darn smart, right? So, okay, so I'm testing for the understanding there, and I'm going to really assure that they understand. And so I always ask, do you understand? And the reason I do that is because I want to make sure, Chat is busy today, that it understands the direction. So it says, yes, I understand. Please provide the first category for the song game. I will suggest songs that fit into that category. Once you review the suggestion, you can prompt me with the next to proceed the next category. So it doesn't completely understand. So I'm going to tell it, I am going to give you all the categories at once. And then you will give me suggestions to one at a time. Do you understand? So again, get to that star prompting. So set it up, tell it what you want it, assure for understanding, look for the response, and reevaluate. So that's really part of the whole thing as far as the star prompting. Set up, tell it what you want it to do, assure for understanding, and then look at the reply and then readdress. So if you need to change something, just make sure you're doing that. So now it's telling me yes. So please provide the list of all the categories for the title song game, and then I'll give you song suggestions for each category one at a time, waiting for your next prompt to proceed to the next category. Let's begin with the list. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this list. Now I only have to put this list in here one time. I've clarified that chat understands, Charlie understands me. And so let's start with the first category. So I gave it the first category, and the first category is a name. And so now it's giving me 3 different songs. Billie Jean, that's great. Wouldn't have thought of that one. Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond, my mother's favorite artist. Yes, that's a great one. And Jolene. Jolene I probably would have thought of. Now, you can ask it for more. So here, give me 10 songs in each category. And so now it's going to go back and it's going to give me more songs, which is perfect because I want to make sure I have enough songs if I'm going to compete in this game. I'm a competitive person, and that I'm going to have that. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles. Yes. Hello. Auntie by the Rolling Stones. Oh, Roxanne by the Police. Eleanor Rigby. I mean, this is so great. Fun game, right? Something definitely fun to play during the holidays. But now you can have chat help you come up with some of these names. So I'm happy with that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to type in next. And now it's going to keep going down all of those different categories. So the next category was a season. So now it's going to give me 10 songs with a season in the title. And so great songs, Summer of '69, Autumn Leaves by Nat King Cole. I mean, look at some of the Boys of Summer. Absolutely love that one. Summer Nights from Greece, of course. So great. And now all we have to do is just type this in, and now it's going to go and it's going to give information for each one of these. So we have 10 different categories, and now it's gone to the next one, which is called a drink. And then we're going to do the next one, which is actually, what is that one? Food. And so, and it remembers this much better than I do. So it's giving me American Pie, Peaches, Strawberry Fields Forever, Cheeseburger in Paradise, absolutely, Brown Sugar, Cherry Pie, lots of great ones here, Raspberry Beret. And so now, because I set that prompt up in a true star prompt, where you set it up, you tell it what you want. So you take the time to set it up, you tell it exactly what you want, you assure for understanding. So, do you understand? And then you look for the response, and then you reevaluate. So that's really what star prompting is all about. And what I do in really a lot of my prompts, I don't always, sometimes we do a one-shot prompt if we need something real quick, but most of the time, especially in my business and what I do for my clients, I'm always setting things up. And so whether it's a podcast we're setting up or really a book publication, I want to be able to have everything all put together. So if I'm taking time to set this up, then it'll be easier. And that's why I wanted to show you this in something kind of fun like this little game. So you can use that. So let's see where we are in the categories. We are on a state right now. Our next one is a city. Viva Las Vegas. That would be my pick, absolutely 100%. And so now it's going to go through New York, of course, city. I left my heart in San Francisco, LA Woman by the Doors. You're probably already thinking, hey, these are great ones. And you can get different ones too. And so instead of me having to go back in and type every single one of these in here, I already did it one time, tested for the understanding, and now I'm just typing in next. So it's following that prompt, following those instructions. I told it I wanted 10 different ones to be able to have an idea. And so it's giving me that. And so now we are actually on our very last category, which is a reference to a car or a truck. And the other thing is it's giving me all of these references. So it's going to have all of this information in here. Now, we can go one step further, and I honestly haven't tried this yet, so we can see, because it's connected to, chat's connected to the internet now. I'm going to see if it can give me links to YouTube. Can you give me a link in YouTube to the last 10? I'm not going to make it do for all of them because it'll probably take too long if it can indeed do that. So now what it's doing, and I'm showing you this, is it's going through, so it's connected to Bing, so it's going through and it's visiting and searching YouTube for these songs. And so I did just the last 10. What we can do is you can actually set it up as you're going through, is to be able to pull those as well, which would be really cool to be able to do that. And then as you're playing this game, to be able to bring up the URL on YouTube and everyone can listen to it. So something fun, interactive to do, something around the holidays that people can reference. And it's a fun game to play. It gets people involved. I think it's a great idea. I'm super excited about it. And what I'm even more excited about is the fact that I have my friend ChatGPT, who now can help me to be able to come up with some songs that I probably would not have come up with. So just like that, guess what? It came up with every single one of these songs, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do that, have it do that for all of those categories. So there you have it, a fun game to play on the holidays. It's called Title Song Game, and you can set up the instructions. I'm going to link the instructions for the game in the description below, so you can just copy and paste that and put that into your own chat and compare and let me know what songs you come up with, because I'm sure some of them are going to be the same, but if you can say, hey, I need 10 new songs, you can do that as well. Put in the comment below, let me know what songs that you've come up with as well. And if you'd like some help on really mastering ChatGPT and how to utilize that, then go to our site, AI Mastery Center, and get registered for our course. If you're watching this right now in 2023, November 2023, the course is not out yet. We are finishing writing it, and it's going to be a comprehensive ChatGPT course. So go over to AI Mastery Center, and then we also have a directory of AI tools at AI Beehive. So this is Ginger Bell saying thanks so much for tuning in, and make sure and hit the like, hit the subscribe so you get notified. We're going to be we're just getting started on releasing videos and how to utilize all of this new technology that we have, which I'm so excited about. So thanks for tuning in, and you guys have a great holiday.